What's cracking? This is Mischief. I'm getting so sick of using that name. This is Tez. It's been a while, honestly. So recently I got to thinking, it's been a while since I made a video, so I was like, what's the point in having a YouTube channel if you're not gonna put nothing on it? And I just want to leave the game, and didn't want to leave my YouTube channel without like a just a gameplay for a video or whatnot, and I also need to explain why I ain't been here. Cut the light on real quick. So recently, I was sleeping on the floor. My bad. And I have a whole bed. I don't really need to sleep. All right, that's besides the point. Recently, I got fired from my first job, and I had to find me a new job. And job hunting was a pain, so it took me a while. And I'm kind of getting a little bit tired of just playing video games because that's clearly not working on getting me no viewers. And honestly, this probably won't either. But I just wanted to go over an interest that I just recently got, and this is my little My Hero Academia manga collection. Bakugo figure right over there. Show you this real quick. Oop. I took him off his stand. It's cool, dude. I think this is Action Heroes. Wow. I forget that that's gonna happen. Like, just wanted to show off one of my little personal interests, something other than a video game or like a stupid rant or something like that. I'm just gonna place them right there. I just want to show this off real quick. I thought this would be an interesting little video. So recently, back in like coming towards the end of 2018, I found out that I found manga. Now I always wanted to collect some of these mangas, not specifically My Hero, just manga in general. And I remember one day I went to the mall with my people, and I did not want to be there. I was so angry about having to go there, and we ended up going into this store called Books A Million. And I was walking around there, and I knew that they sold comic books. So I was like, hey, it might not be so bad. Ended up here after all. The reason I was so angry because I knew I was going to spend some money, but after I went in Books A Million and left out what I bought, my tune completely changed. I was very happy, and I found a new hobby. The book I went in and got to start off the collection was number 14 right here. 14, and the reason I picked this one out to start off was because they had one of my favorite characters on the front. One of my favorite characters slash waifu slash crushes on the front. That's the point. That was the first one to kick off the rest of the series. Well, that was the first one to kick off my collection, and after that it just grew and grew and grew. I had already watched My Hero Academia before, and I was immediately interested in it after the first episode. I even got a poster right up there on the wall. I honestly think Midori is going to go down to be one of the new big three because he is a really popular character despite his plain design. But the thing that I also love about these books is that the covers, they always let you know what you're getting when you first get one. It's like a little preview just looking at the cover. Oh man, Sensei Horikoshi did a real good job doing these. But I don't want to just focus on the mangas. So the anime is what kicked it off, and even like coming into my teenage years, I wondered what in the world, where in the world did you get mangas? And I was like, when I first got back into anime, back when I was 13, I was like, man, where in the world do you get mangas and all that? And now that I found out, I started collecting mangas. I even collected another series that's up there on my table full of collectibles. It's called Dr. Stone. The anime just came out. It's really good, but that's besides the point. I want to show off this. I'm not going to focus too much on the manga. It's probably in a different video. But first, I wanted to discuss my infatuation with this My Hero Academia series real quick. I had created an OC, a character of mine. I do not like the way his face looks. Those eyeballs are pissing me off. Those are too big. This is when I was trying to capture Sensei Horikoshi's like style of drawing characters. And I would say it worked out for the future things I'm going to show you also down here. I made him have like a fling with Mina or whatever, like a little crush or whatever. It was like the love interest. Of course, he's in class 1A. I made his age 16 because the part where I inserted him into the story, I made a whole little fan fiction, me and my friends, and this was like a full body pic and some facial expressions, nothing really too important. That's part of his hero costume. It's like his mask and all that. And it's like Deku next to him. I was gonna put Bakugo right there too, or my friend's OC, because the fan book or manga, if you want to call it, because it does operate like a manga. You read it like this way and not the traditional American way. You read it like an actual manga. The book that we're working on. I'll show it to you in a minute. But yeah. Also, I drew this picture because I was not happy with this face front picture. Since Horikoshi does not draw his noses like that, at least he probably does, but I know he most likely doesn't do it often, not like this. I know his eyes aren't that overly huge. I like everything else, it's just the eyes and the nose that piss me off. This picture down here is pretty solid though, I like that. And Ashido's eyes, also I didn't draw her with any eyebrows, she just looks fucking terrifying right there, excuse my language, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's part of his hero costume, his mask, and I tried to revise this on a more reasonable level, and I honestly think I did better. The head shape, I mean, I could have did better, but probably not really, so I'm gonna say I got away with that one. So a little note down here, such a lovable dumb hero. This was another one of my friends' OCs that I was drawing, because I'm drawing the entire book. This is I met her at MomoCon, as a matter of fact, and that's kind of where I got some of my other stuff I'm gonna show you. I met her at MomoCon, and I told her about the actually I did go to MomoCon this year. It was awesome. I dressed up as Deku. I got the costume over there. You can see the little gamma style, the little shoot style gloves in there. Also, I wore this mask too. His mask, his 2.0 mask, from the shoot style or the gamma costume. Two names. But like, yeah, I met her and she came up with the OC, and her quirk was basically like butterflies. She had like these little these butterfly wings that would pop out of her back, and this was just like a one-shot picture. And I kind of didn't end up finishing it because this sketchbook is really new. Oh yeah, this I call her her name is Miga Sanzo. Basically, she's like I went a little too far with this little ship of my OC and Mina. Basically, what you can gather, I'm pretty sure you can put two and two together. It's the daughter of my OC and Mina. I know it's ridiculous. Her name is Miga Sanzo and all that. Also, my character's quirk is called Phantom. So basically, like the powers of a ghost and all that. I'm not gonna get into that too much. A picture of Deku with his mask on. And the next page, I can't really show you too much. It's kind of like an 18 and older type of thing. Because I wanted to expand my drawing abilities to something else other than just, yeah, that's Toga right there. Other than just normal fighting stuff. Because I do like drawing. I honestly think that's where my future is going to go in the future. I want to draw, make comic books and all that. So this is my sketchbook, and can't show you the 18 and older stuff because I don't want to get this video age restricted. Maybe in a different video, even though no one probably really cares. All right, moving on to our fan book that me and my friends worked on. Oh, before I get into the little book that we started working on, let me. This is my OC character that I made. This is an action figure, a custom figure that I made. Out of another Deku of a bootleg Deku figure costume. I gave him like this little makeshift coat because this is what he wears in the book. You can see it on the cover of the book. I drew this, by the way. I drew it, took it into Photoshop, added the logo in and all that. It's a little fan book. It says fan made project right up there. That's besides the point. I think I did a good job on his hair. I honestly don't think I could have did that any better. Also, he has a very distinct hairline, and that kind of pisses me off. I made his hairstyle a little too complicated. I got a little too excited when I was drawing him. Basically, his gloves, I put some details on those. his face. I painted all his face plates. They're up there on the table and all that, his little accessories. And I wanted to have him wear his mask, his little skeleton mask and all that. I put it on the angry face, and all the other faces is not there. I also like how the shoes came out. And like Deku, since this was originally a Deku, I think I did a good job transforming it into my OC. Not bad. All right, but that's what's up. Put him right there. Tezuka Sanzo. And yes, I low-key did base his name off mine. So this is the cover, and originally it's called My Hero Academia Lost Peace. This is a fan book we worked on. It says, have no fear. Why? Because we are here. I don't know why I added that in, but I was sitting in class, and another one of my friends that I explained the gist of the book to, she was just like, oh, make like put something right there, like they do in the movie trailers. Cause I'm not even gonna try to explain that, but like, yeah, originally this is what it was. It was just a picture, and I didn't like how plain it looked and how boring it looked. So I decided to draw some of the characters on the side. All Might at the bottom. My OC up here. Mina, Bakugo, Tokoyami, Sero with his mask on, Deku with his 1.0 mask on, Todoroki, Ida, Hagakure, and Jiro. I need to ink them in. Like, yeah, this was like the first page. It basically follows the story of my OC and another one of my friends' OCs. And I honestly think this came out pretty well for what we were trying to do. We do a thing called brainstorming where we will brainstorm ideas, and we have made it so far ahead of where I am at now. Wrong page, man. Honestly, I think I did a pretty good job in trying to like capture Horikoshi's style. I mean, I know I didn't do it 100% accurately, but I think I did good considering my standards. Present Mike and All Might down there. I know that's not how you do the smile, but that's also my friend's OC, right? He's right up there, but I don't really want to flip the entire thing over. Let me get a different page where he's featured. No, that's just my OC again. Here he is, right down there. No, that's Sero right there. That's his OC right there. It is really easy to draw his OC, especially since I'm the one who gave him the design. Okay, so basically, this is also another picture of my friend's OC, and this is my OC, Tezuka Sanzo. There's a reason why he looks like that, but I don't want to get into that right now. So to explain the book real quick, I'm going to make this quick and short. Basically, the story of the book is that my OC and my friend's OC, his name is Xavier. I'm pretty sure if you've been here for a while, which most likely you probably haven't, because I know I don't get a lot of views on my channel, if any at all. Xavier made an OC and I made an OC, and we both started working on this book. Well, I started working on it. He didn't even, I'm not going to get into that right now. Okay, so basically my OC and his OC ended up going to UA, and basically the story follows these two, and they're still the rest of class 1A, getting into their usual antics. You know, you got the slice of life parts of it, the funny parts of it, it's gonna have its serious moments too, because I'm really looking forward to getting to some of the other parts that we brainstormed, even though this is just the beginning part, and I haven't even made it to like our second season, if you will. This is only the first volume. Like, yeah, it follows the normal events of Class 1A. We inserted these characters like, it takes place at the end of volume 14 of the manga. That's when our story starts. That's kind of when we kind of like took over in our fan story. And like, if you don't read the manga, then our characters come in at the end of season 3 and start up at the beginning of season 4, basically when Overhaul comes and Fat Gum comes and the Yakuza, Airy, the Quirky Race, and Bullets. That's when we insert our characters in it. and it basically involves. We also took a few liberties. It also made All Might not be in retirement in order for our story to work the way it did. Because if he was in retirement, we wouldn't have been able to execute our story. One of the big parts of it was that my OC, he got kidnapped by the League of Villains as leverage. It wasn't even him personally. They just decided to grab a random student, and no one's really gonna care about a random student if this is UA and they're the League of Villains goal that we had planned was for them to basically make UA look bad by stealing a student, killing the student, and basically like putting his body somewhere on display in the city where everyone will be able to see it. And it was basically like a message that UA and the Hero Society is failing because they can't protect one of their students. That was basically the gist of it. And All Might is called, the story is called My Hero Academia Lost Peace, was basically for All Might to ultimately die, and all of Japan gets thrown into chaos after he dies, and him being dead causes a lot more chaos than it actually does in the anime, because in the anime and in the manga, when he retires, criminals start to rise. But him being dead, I think if he actually died when he fought All for One, I think villains probably would have wilded a lot more. They probably would have been on a rampage a lot more than what they were. Yeah, Endeavor becomes the #1 hero and all that. Things change. New characters do end up coming in because like after that, Japan starts to get like in a big crisis, and other heroes from around the world come to help out. I mean, we kill a few people off. Not any main characters. We kill a few of our, because my character and my other friend's character, they're not the only people like made up characters we inserted. We inserted some other characters, some joke characters that didn't really matter, and some like filler people, one shot villains that were just meant for jokes. But even still, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. The world adapting to how it will be without All Might and basically rebuilding itself, and then just going further with the characters, showing what they would be as pro heroes. And we also got to follow along with the manga and got to try to make our story intertwine with it. Like I said before, this is a fine manga. We're not making any money off this. It's just something we do for fun. We did the same thing with a different anime a few years ago. It was called Rosario Plus Vampire, if anybody knows what that is. Okay, so another thing. Oh, I love these. I got these keychains, if you can even call them that. I love these things. They're awesome. So I went to MomoCon 2019 this year, and I got these two beautiful things. Another one of my favorite characters, Toga. Love this keychain. I'm glad I got that one at MomoCon. And then Explosion Boy himself, the Living Bomb, Bakugo. Oh, that was lame. And then I got this one at the mall. I got this one at FYE, if anybody knows what that store is. And this was awesome. It was flipped around when I first got it. Honestly, it was flipped around when I first got it. The dude told me I could get a deal if I bought like another item, and the stuff would come half off, and I was going to definitely take advantage of that deal. He was like, but it had to be a keychain, so I was like, okay. And I went over, and I was immediately thinking of My Hero stuff or anything anime related or something nerdish. And then I saw this flipped around, and it said you could be a hero, and I was just like, if it please be My Hero Academia. I flipped it over, and it was a buy. It was meant to be. I already knew I was going to get it as soon as I flipped it around and just seen that gold, and it was beautiful. I'm going to be very angry if I lose this, and I'm going to have to buy another one immediately. I got this one off of Wish. I'm pretty sure a decent amount of people know what Wish is. This is where you can get items. This is where you can get a lot of items that you want on the cheap, opposed to how you can get them on the internet. This video is not sponsored, by the way. Of course not. Why would it be? I had a Deku one too, a Midoriya one, but ooh, it got lost in my other job. I worked at Zaxby's. That place is the bane of my existence. A lot of bad stuff happened to me there. But yeah, I lost my Midoriya keychain in there, but not to worry, I will get another one. Okay, moving on to this guy, this Figma right here. Well, it's a bootleg because let's be honest, I was not about to spend $300 worth of my paycheck on one of those action figures. I was not. Thank God that they're doing a re-release this year at December, as well as a Bakugo figure. So cool. After that, after those two come out, I'm gonna reduce this figure to a custom and probably make his shoot style costume. That's gonna be fun. All right, but let me just open him up real quick because I honestly want to show you something about this guy. So my gripe with this figure, look at his leg. Look at his leg. It looks like it's broken. If you try to stand him upright, he kind of looks weird. Like I'm not even gonna try to stand him up because I know he won't. Will he stand up? He probably won't. He won't. But his leg looks like it's broke, and the only way for this to look right is if you bend it and put him in like a fighting stance or whatever. And that really sucks. His hand pops off on this wrist. It's a really good figure, and I really have fun with it. Honestly, I probably should have made this the custom for my OC action figure. I probably should have made this guy the custom, even though I would have been angry about that broke leg. But this figure, when it was originally Deku, looked so much better. I should have just kept this normal and made that the figure, but I don't know. Also, if you get the bootleg, which a decent amount of people does have, because I've been on the internet looking it up to see if it was a good figure before I bought it. Do not buy any figures off the internet, specifically SH Figure Arts and Figmas, unless they are good. You have to watch the reviews before you go and actually purchase this, because when you purchase it and you realize it's not the real thing and it's wonky, you will be pissed. Just like how I bought that Goku figure up there, not the one on the bottom. That one is the official one. I'm talking about the one on the top, Super Saiyan God one. That was a bootleg, and I did not realize it. It's ways to tell though. But this Deku figure is actually honestly pretty good. I will recommend this. It doesn't come with all the accessories that the original would, but even still. And also I have to point out this leg, but this is honestly just mine because this one was a bootleg too. And that leg looks good, and I've also seen other people's bootlegs who look good. So I think this is just a sour end on my part. I got the raw deal. They grabbed the worst one for me. I remember when I first got this guy. You don't know the joy I felt. It was like in the middle of the night. And Dad opened the door, and he handed it to me because I remember what happened. I had ordered him, and I forgot to put my address in it. Not the address. I forgot to put my door number in there, my apartment door number. And I was just like, oh, God, they're not going to mail me my stuff. And because that has happened to me before, and I never received my item. That's money I will never get back, and that sucks. That sucks. Like, I was determined to get this. So one day I ran outside to the mailman, and I gave him my door number, and I was just like, I'm expecting a package. And I explained to him what it was, and I was so embarrassed because I'm like, he's like, you're 17 and you bought a toy. I could just tell that's what he was thinking in his head when he was looking at me when I was telling him what I bought. But that guy is awesome. That mailman is awesome because he made sure I got my stuff. But that's besides the point. Okay, so when I bought this figure, I really wanted that masked head that you get if you buy it from the Good Smile website. Unfortunately for me, this is a bootleg, and you can't get that. And I also looked at it. Good Smile doesn't ship to my area because I tried that same thing with the re-release, and I really wanted that masked head, so I did this. And honestly, I think this looks pretty damn good. I think I did a pretty good job on this custom mask. Just put it on his face. It pops right on. The hair is in the way. That front hairband, you got to take that off. But I think I did a pretty good job with this compared to my first attempt. I'm going to show you it's right over there. I'll show you that in just a minute. But let's crack this book open real quick. It's got to be somewhere. Oh, no. Wrong book. What am I doing? One hand. I cannot wait to read all these mangas. Come on. I'm looking for that one page. That one page. There it is. Okay. So right here. Right here. Yep. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So I honestly think I did a fairly good job for the mask. The ears didn't come out completely how I wanted them to, but I think they're good enough. I'm not gonna say I get away with this one because they could have been better. They really could have. But I think I did a good enough job. As for my first attempt, there is no excuse for this at all. This looks like crap. If you put it on his face from a distance, it kind of looks good. The thing that really kills this is that I looked at the eye proportions, and not only are they not big enough, the eyes don't look like this at all. And also the hair. I thought the bangs were good at first, and I thought that they looked okay, but they actually don't. They're actually bigger, and they're like the centerpiece of the mask, kind of. So I can definitely say that my second attempt at making that mask was a lot better than the first. This looks crap, but even still, I did not want to get rid of this. I did not, because you never know. That might come out with a Toga figure, and I might want to have her have this little fake mask because she has a big, huge crush on Deku, and she wants to kill him. I might want to have her have this mask, probably display it with her. But no, yeah. I thought this, but I just want to show this off because this is a new hobby I'm getting into, and gaming isn't really my style, believe it or not. I did that just because I started my YouTube channel way back in middle school, and that was like 6 years ago. And I'm coming up on my last year of high school, and I can't wait to get out of high school. They say that was gonna be the best years of your lives. Ooh, the lie they told me. But this is just a new interest that I picked up, and I wanted to show it off, my little collection. Since I have collected the My Hero Academia manga collection so far, let me tell you, it was not easy collecting all of these books. Some of them they didn't have at my local Books A Million, so I had to go different places. I got some at MomoCon as well. So glad they were selling those there. Did it with one hand. Took me a while to collect all these books. Like I said, I started back in 2014, starting off with volume 4. Not 2014. What is wrong with me? I started back in 2018. I started off and I got book 14 first, and I just finished collecting it. I started off with 14, then went 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Then I started over and went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And finding book 13 was hell. And I refused to buy it off the internet. And it was right there in my bookstore staring me in the face. It was like on this little kiosk, this little spin around kiosk, because it wasn't on the shelf. And I'm just like, I went 1 week after getting off of work because I work in the mall. So it's easy for me to walk into the store and get these. I went there in 1 week and I was just like, they still don't have it. Came back the next week and it still wasn't there. I was like, don't they, like, they have every other book, and I know they restocked because there are a lot more of the same duplicates that I seen last time. So I was just like, let me check the kiosk because I know they have some doubles over there. I went over there, book 13 was there. It was there. I could have gotten it earlier, and I started off collecting a different series since I had completed the My Hero Academia. So I started collecting Dr. Stone, but unfortunately for me, randoms they're not in order. Unfortunately for me, so that sucks. Oh, also, I got these Deku shoes. I mean, they're not actually Deku shoes, but they're like they looked close enough. I needed it for my cosplay, so I grabbed those. I mean, they worked. They worked. They worked for the cosplay. Everybody was impressed. So that mask was crucial as well. So yeah, I just thought that this would be a good little video, showcase it off. One last thing before I leave. I was saying something about the covers earlier, and I just love these covers. The covers of the books that Horikoshi draws, because it's like a preview. You know what you're getting, and it also like it goes into depth about the story. Like I can't explain it. Like the covers of the books awaken something in me, and it's not the covers the reason why I buy them. It's the contents inside of it. These are some of the most well drawn mangas I've ever seen. And My Hero Academia is my favorite anime. I have other favorites, and I'm most definitely gonna collect some other books, but these are really really good. I'm definitely gonna collect some other ones. I want to get some To Love Ru, and also they have the My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I need to get those. They just came out with volume 6 like 2 weeks ago. Also, there's some isekai I want to get into, and I want to get some I wonder if they got yeah, my ReZero poster and my ReZero Figma, not Figma. I was about to say Figma. She's a figure. I got that poster in MomoCon as well. It's beautiful. Ram and Amelia up there. Oh, so beautiful. I just wanna, but yeah, I think this is my new fascination, my new hobby. And I can't even call it a hobby; it's an interest. I love My Academia. It's cool, but like in terms of my YouTube channel, I think that I don't know. I don't know if gaming might be for me. And I thought about doing the skits and stuff like that. I don't know if that's me. I kind of hit a rut when it comes time to my YouTube channel. Not that anyone cares, but I dare say that videos might be scarce. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna be here on YouTube. And there's no problem. It's just that I don't know what I can do in terms of YouTube. Like I said before, originally, I showcased some of my drawings just now. I actually have 2 sketchbooks, and those would be good for 2 separate videos, especially since I got this new phone with better quality, and I don't gotta record on my bullcrap Android anymore. No disrespect to any Android users, because I'm still gonna use that phone. I do have some separate drawings that I would like to show, and that was one of my ideas when I first started this YouTube channel. Showcase my drawings and get people interested, I guess. Also, I like gaming isn't really one of the main things that I focus on. It's really just because gaming, honestly, me starting this channel was really just because of other gaming channels. And back when I was younger, I saw it as a way to quickly get paid, and I thought that anybody will watch it, but I was dead wrong. I was really dead wrong, and now honestly, I take this YouTube channel as more of just a fun thing rather than just a cash grab. Because honestly, I think that's just boring when you focus on the money aspect of it. I think you really need to enjoy your craft and what you do in order for you to like actually enjoy it. And if you're still watching this, even though most likely no one probably is, no one's gonna see this video. Thanks for sticking around to listen to me talk or ramble about my stupid interests, I guess. So freaking nice. I really like that one. Muscular versus Deku. You got Tokoyami in the back. I'm getting off topic, but anyway, And another thing that I think you might find interesting, back when I got fired from my job, it was Zaxby's. Hate that place. Zaxby's in Union City. Hate that place. I got fired because they kept scheduling me for days that I wasn't scheduled, and this is the reason why I haven't been around. They kept scheduling me for days that I wasn't scheduled. How many times are you gonna say that? Regardless, I wasn't supposed to come in certain days, and they would force me to come in on my off days and would threaten me with like a suspension or a separate. I don't remember what it was. It was some type of warning or strike for days that I didn't want to come in. People would call out and they'd be like, well, we need you. And I'm just like, well, I can't make it. I'm doing this and this and this. And I would get questioned. And that's really annoying looking back on it, because if I say I can't come in, I can't come in. Don't try to question me on why I can't come in. I just know the fact that I can't come in. Try another person. You'll get that. Trust me, somebody's gonna come in to get those hours. Trust me. You do not need me. I didn't want to get that job to begin with, but thank God I did get that job, because I wouldn't have been able to do and get half the stuff I have now. So I'm not really complaining. It's just also my coworkers sucked. The customers sucked, and they say you get paid to deal with their crap. But I saved this rant for a different video. I just said I wasn't gonna rant, but yeah. If you haven't been reading this manga, I really think you should pick it up. And if you just watch the anime, that's fine too. But I've also been keeping up to date from where the series previous left off. This is where the manga really recently left off. It's talking about Shigaragi's origin story, and it is brutal. It is brutal. Another one of the things before I end this that interests me is the backs of these books. There's always some unique picture back there or a note of some kind. Also, in the starts of the books, Sensei Horikoshi leaves like a little message, and I always like reading those when I first open up the books. Personally, because me being an aspiring artist and a comic book maker or a creator, writer, it really interests me to see or read another artist that doesn't even live in the same country as me, like enjoy what they do and all that. I can relate to Sensei Horikoshi because this is something I do want to do, and actually did work on the comic book. I'm saying I'm going to end the video, but it's treading on longer than I wanted to. Just move all these games. Oh my goodness. My room isn't messy, I promise you. It's just, these are the sketchbooks I was talking about with my drawings. King, no. This is a different book that I was working on. This is my comic book that I was working on. The first few pages were pretty crap, but eventually going on, they got better. The art got a little bit more polished. I did more of a good job. The story starts off light, and you get towards it, and then that's when the action really comes in. Also, you can see, get out. I was counting your book. Go. Close the door. That was my brother. I mean, I love my brother. Good kid, but it can really be annoying at times. This is where some of the manga plays in. This is where some of the manga plays into like my work. This was a part in my book that I made where a bar fight took place. And I remember reading when I kind of pirated this book off the internet. I'm sorry. It's called Afro Samurai, and I read that, and the only color in that in complete manga, like manga is just black and white when you read it. It doesn't have colors like all the comic books and whatnot here in America. The only color in that book was blood red. And I really thought that was interesting. So I tried to incorporate that into my stuff as well. Black and white colors. No actual colors other than actual blood. I thought that was really cool, and I think I did a good job adapting it here. You have like blood, different cut types of colors, because like it's like an alien sci-fi type of story. There's one part right here, and then it just gets real brutal. I had fun drawing this, I tell you. Oh, that was fun. Oh, that was fun. His head fell off. Heads will roll. To be continued. I had my character's little awakening. Oh, and right here, I try to do something that Marvel did at the end of their movies. You know how sometimes when they introduce a new character, they want to let the viewers know that this character will return. I said, Clep and Cleopatra will return. It's the names of my two characters. Also, the back and the front is like the half of the character's faces is like both the main characters. If you put both the pages together separately, it looks real good. I think I did a good job. But yeah, I do want to be a comic book creator. I made this book myself. Volume 1 by Cortez Sanford. That's me. That's Tez. But yeah. Also, I also have this where I make all my little characters and all that. Villains. You see down there. Another one of my works before I leave you off. The story behind this is that another one of my characters down there, he's an alien. He's a gray alien. And up here, if you ever heard of a urban legend, it's called the Felixstowe Fire Demon or Fire Monster or something. And I adapted that into here. I like cryptids and all that too. Getting off topic. But yeah. I don't know what to say now. I can't really think of an intro, so I'm just going to end it off right here. I hope you have a lovely day or night or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Another thing, even if you do just watch anime, I think you should. I'm rambling now. Okay, My Hero Academia stuff. I love it. Peace.